Hey, what's up guys, 𝐻𝐤𝐤 here, and welcome to episode 2 of Skilling to Glory. Yes guys, we are finally back on track with the series. I really hope you guys will be enjoying this series for FIFA 21, as this will be, sort of a kind of start up again with the series. I know I haven't been consistent with the series itself over the past FIFAs, which was mainly down to myself, but also down to the game, as I just wasn't enjoying FIFA as much anymore as it used to be, which I feel in a way for FIFA 21 is going to be a little bit different, because the account I'm playing on is going to be my main account, which means I will be spending zero money on the entire game, which is something I never usually spend a lot of money on the game anyway, but I do spend maybe like 1,200 or maybe 2,400 FIFA points on the game when it comes out, just to start up and get like a solid team together. But this year there's no FIFA points. Also, I'll be on the PlayStation this year entirely. Usually I was on Xbox, so that's also something that has changed. So back to my roots on the PlayStation. So yeah, very excited to start this up again. And as always, if you of course enjoyed the series, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell as well for more videos. So in the background, you can see that, we started basically off where we left off in the first episode. And that is showing you guys kind of the team we were able to build in that episode. Now you can see that we went with, or you were able to see that we went with the Brazilian nation at the start. The reason for that is because Brazil usually has some very solid non-rare players, so I thought I was maybe able to put a team together which you could play some squad builder games with. Now, that was not the case, because I actually ended up having a lot of Spanish players instead, which I made a team around, put some Brazilians in as well, and decided to play some squad battle games, because at the time of recording, there were only game changers and people who had the full game very early on the game. Meaning that if I just would get my squad battle games in at the time, I would be almost secured of a top 100 placement. I still have to play quite a few games, but that was my kind of aim really. So you can see that I decided to play on professional difficulty against the team of 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐤 𝐒𝐻, just to see how the AI would actually play, because I heard from the Pentas, who had the game early by the way, because he told me that Legendary was going to be quite different compared to FIFA 20. Like Legendary is more, I don't know, they kind of refined it more. The AI does a lot of skill moves, which is fun, but yeah, it's kind of annoying as well to sometimes play against. That's what he told me. So I decided to just play a game on professional difficulty, see what it's like. And yeah, I felt professional difficulty was very easy. So if you're in the kind of doubt of like not knowing which difficulty you should play on, I would just recommend trying out professional difficulty, trying out world class, and if you're confident of going with legendary, then go with legendary. So yeah, I won that game 6-0, decided to do some SBCs afterwards, and you can see on the screen that I ran into some problems, because I kept getting kicked out of the servers this early on already into the FIFA cycle. No, but I think it was just a glitch or something, because I think more people actually had problems with, I believe, the SBCs. So yeah, again, decided to just go back into it and do it again. But you can see I just kept getting kicked out of Ultimate Team. So instead, I decided to do this section on the web app actually, but I will be doing that later on. So I didn't do it straight after this this moment when I got kicked out. Instead, though, I decided to play some more squad battle games. This time on Legendary against I think one of the weakest teams you can potentially come up against. Decided to just show you guys the goals only, which I will not be doing in the future though. I think this will be the final like highlight kind of thing I will be showing you guys in terms of squad battles, because yeah, it's not really that interesting. But since I want to show you guys some gameplay for this video, I thought I would include this section as well. So yeah, won a game 5-1. The most ideal way to end off a squad battle game is to win, I think, 5-0 and get like max ball possession, I think like 60 or 70 or 80, I'm not fully sure, and just try to just avoid conceding goals, which you can see from some of the results. It unfortunately happened. It's sometimes a little bit inevitable to like not concede a goal in squad battles, because sometimes it just feels a little bit rigged. But yeah, at the time I got a lot of points out of squad battles, and I was, I think, 35th in the world. So I was looking at like what the potential rewards could be. of like getting like somewhere in the top 200. And you can see that the packs you're able to get and also the coins is a nice reward. So I definitely want to make sure that for this week, like the first weekend of FIFA 21, I want to make sure that I secure like a place in the top 200 or maybe like somewhere in the top 30 if possible. My aim is anyway to play all the games and yeah, hopefully win most of them as well. You can see some fellow YouTubers there as well. I think 𝐷𝐷𝐻𝑒𝑛𝐻 at the time was in first place. So yeah, afterwards you can see that yeah, we completed some foundations, some basic objectives really, and also made progression in the first season. Now, I think in the previous episode I went with João Felix as like a loan version that we were able to get. This time I decided to go with Haaland because we also have Sancho in the squad, in the team. So yeah, we could potentially link those two up if I you know, kind of want to use them, since they both play for Dortmund. It's easier to link them up. So afterwards we decided to open some packs, just some basic silver packs I believe I got from SBCs and also from objectives. And yeah, these players were, I believe, untradeable, so I couldn't sell them on, unfortunately. But these packs are obviously useful for the basic SBCs, which I still had some left to do. So yeah, my kind of just suggestion for you guys who all start up your Ultimate Team brand new with like a sort of a Road to Glory style in mind. I would just recommend, you know, just complete all the basic stuff that you can do in Ultimate Team, like any objective, like play a friendly game, play a game against the AI, play a game against Team of the Week, try to score, I don't know how many finesse shots that you have to do, just all the basic stuff. Try to get that out of the way, start doing SBCs, and then hopefully get some pack luck and obviously get some coins as well. I believe at the time we were sitting on almost 14k. That was also mainly because we had that coin boost, which I think everyone gets at the start of the game. It's like 1.5k, and I already played like 5 games or something, so it kind of adds up nicely. And yeah, I was kind of waiting to start up building our first team. Before that though, I decided to make some adjustments to my team because I noticed I had some packs where I was able to like get some stuff in which you could change your stadium with. And I decided to like change the color and stuff. Also noticed that I packed the stadium of FC Köln, I believe it is, the Rhein-Energie Stadium, and you can see that you can still use like stadiums like Old Trafford or Anfield, which I wasn't fully sure on if you still were able to do that because of the whole stadium customization thing, which is new in Ultimate Team. But luckily you still can. Unfortunately though, the stadium in the background doesn't change, which I was kind of hoping for that it would. I believe it was the case for FIFA 16, which I think was, I'm pretty sure it was actually. In FIFA 17, you had like a generic one. In FIFA 16, you had like the stadium in the background, which you actually would be using as well when you were playing a game. So afterwards, as I mentioned before, I was actually planning on making my first team, like the first proper team where we could maybe play some games online with. And the first player I purchased was a 5-star skiller called Federico Bernardeschi. Now, I had this player in mind to purchase as one of my first players. I think I mentioned it in like a different video. But yeah, picked him up for 2.1k. I think not too much for a player like him, especially at the start of Ultimate Team. And especially in the situation I was in, because at the time the market was completely dead, as there were only EA game changers, and I think people who had the full game like really early on, like people like 𝐷𝐷𝐻𝑒𝑛𝐻 basically. So yeah, I think it was a solid purchase. I think 5-star skill of course, and looks like a fun player as well. Afterwards, I decided to clear out my transfer list and also redeem some rewards, as we did do some SBCs. Therefore, we completed some objectives in like listing, I think 20 players on the transfer list or something. Like all those kind of easy things to do were all completed, and we got some coins out of it as well, I think, and also some more packs. So we decided to open some packs. We got this guy there from Club Bruges Diatta, who I think this Club Bruges actually has some very good starter players, like I think a player from Angola and also an Ivorian, I believe. I'm not fully sure, but they have a pretty solid lineup when it comes to starter players. So definitely look out for them if you're interested in building a team. But anyway, it was time to show to you guys what the full team actually looked like. And you can see it on the screen right now. It's in the 4-3-3 formation. In net, we have Pepe Reina. First owner Spanish player I got into the club and plays in the Serie A, so stick him into the team as well. Then we have the inter duo of Stefan de Vrij, who didn't get an upgrade surprisingly, and Skriniar. Right back with the first 5-star skiller in 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐤𝐞, who now is a right back by default, and tackling wise he still has some pretty decent stats. I think 81 slide tackling and 78 stand tackling, which is not too bad. Left back Owen Wijndal, also a first owner who could potentially get a future star in the upcoming months. Then we have Frederik Mitchell from AZ as well. Got him from a gold upgrade pack, and I believe I got some more players to show to you guys in a little bit, which I got from a gold upgrade pack. We also have Martin de Roon there from Atalanta, very underrated player in real life, and I sticked him into the team as well for mostly chemistry purposes. Then we have Bernardeschi, another 5-star skiller into the team, which we previously mentioned. Right winger, we have Hans Hateboer, who in-game will be playing as my right back. So yeah, decided to pick him up for 800 coins. Looks very solid as well, well-rounded. Not the paces, but I think he'll do a job for me into this team. The left winger, we have another skiller in David Neres from Ajax. Picked him up for just under 4k. 5-star skill moves, of course, 86 pace, 85 dribbling, left-footed. I will be playing on the right wing. And then as the striker, we have the most expensive player into the team. That is Quincy Promes with 5-star skill moves. And he just looks nuts for an 82 rated player. He looks very, very good stats-wise. Now, then as the substitute, I did not really have a plan with him. I just decided to just stick whatever players I had left in the club on the bench. You can see Volland, also Benjamin Mendy, and also Gomes. And also, I think Valbuena. Those were the players I got out of the remaining gold upgrade packs, which I did. I think I did like 3 in total of them, also on the web app. So, unfortunately, not able to show you guys the actual packs, but I'll try to keep that in mind for future episodes. Also, stuck that random bronze Korean player on the bench because I needed to play 10 games with him for loyalty for an SBC. Anyway, moving on to the instructions, to my in-game instructions. They're not the most amazing or anything or special. They're all unbalanced apart from, I think, the corner thing, which I put on 3 because corners are more effective this year. Then instructions itself, on the wingers, I do have get in behind and get into the box for crosses. Get in behind on my striker as well. And then on my cam and also on the striker, stay forward when it comes to defending tasks. And I believe stay back whilst attacking on the 2 center mids, so on Mitchell and on de Roon. And the same goes for my fullbacks. So those are all the in-game instructions I have on my players. Again, they're not the most amazing or anything. They're not the most special, but they work for me. And yeah, the formation I always rock is the 4-3-3 attack, which I have been, I think, using since, I think, like FIFA 16 or 17 or something. But anyway, guys, that is the team. That is also where we are ending off this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you, of course, did, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well for more videos, for more Skill into Glory episodes, but also for more tutorials, which I already have quite a few of on my channel. So make sure to check them out if you want to learn all the new skill moves for FIFA 21. But anyway, that's the end. In the next episode, we will be playing our placement matches. So that is something to look forward to. And yeah, that is basically the end. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.